Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Sadashiva Samarambam Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryandam Vande Guru Paramparam. Om Sakana Bhavatu Sakana Upanattu Viryam Karabhavagai Tejasvina Vadidamastu Ma Vitvishavagahi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vaivasvaraya Mrityave Brahma Vidyacharya Nachiketase Cha. Namaskaram. After the second Valli in Kathopanishad, where Yamadharmaraja elaborately answered for the third boon that which Nachiketa posed a question. The question was, what happens to the person when he attains death, when he dies? His interest is not that there is life after death. He is confident about it. Why? Because if that is not there, why should anybody do yajnas to do to heavens? So there is life there. His interest was to find out what is the nature of that being and what is his journey. So in the second Valli, he was given the instructions and the advice about the Paramapadam, the Atmapedam, the Atmabodham, the Atmaswarubam of the Jiva, which is very profound words like Gudastham, Puranam, Asangatvam, all that thing like Bhagavan says in chapter 2. So it is fine for us, we understand that death is not the end of me. It is a gateway to embody into a different being in a different world. Why? We don't know. Because of my karma, my desires, I don't know. I don't even know what I am going to be. But certain I know that I will be embodied in another world. So this Atma is somehow intellectually sitting well with me, but I cannot really realize it. So what is the connection between the Atma and this being traveling to different life? So please, can you come down? Maybe that's what Nachiketa's mind was thinking. So in this third Valli, Yamadharmaraja comes down a bit and giving a rupakam, a metaphor of Radha Kalpana to tell us that your life is a journey. So this is what we started. We saw the first 5. We'll have a quick recap. Ritam bibandau sukritasya loke guham pravishtau parame parate chayadabau brahmavito vatanti panjaknayoye chatranashiketaha. So he started saying, Nachiketa, the life that you take in this embodied being in this world terminates at the stage of death. That means you discard your worn-out shirt, the body, and then you are looking for a new cladding and you go. But to understand that, where I am going to go, how I am going to go, let us think about it before we die. Now, in this Janma, you understand who you really are. Where are you seated? How is your travel? So to do that, he starts with a wonderful uh, assurance that you are, the called Jiva, is in this world, not the physical world, also this body. The place of existence is your world. So you exist into this body along with the Chaitanyam, with the Atma, the Ishvara. The Ishvara, Atma, Chaitanyam, all the same thing. So you are with the Atma. Purposely, he says you, different from Atma, because you think you are different. So you are, therefore, a shadow of the Atma, the shadow of the light. Therefore, there is a light and there is a shadow in this body. Okay. So what happened to this body? What happened to this one? Your life goes on because this body is in the uh, escalator or a travelator of time and space. Whether you move or not, it is moving you along the experience line. You age, you have different experiences. So in this Jiva Yatra, realizing that the time is running out, what can you do? He says, you can do one of the two things. One, you can say, yes, Seduhur Ijananam, Aksharam Brahmayat Param, Abhayam Didirshadam Param, Nachiketan Shakemahi. When you are traveling, Yahat Seduhu, there is a bridge. The bridge is the one where you transcend from one place to another. So you travel towards the bridge, the connecting point. If you are Ijananam, if you are one who's doing the yajnas, Nachiketa Agni, see, we are not talking about those of us who don't even think of this as a travel. You don't even think life is a travel, it is just fading away. We just wander around, waste our time. So we are not talking about that. Here we are talking about us who has got a righteous attitude to life, and we may choose to do this yajnam, homam, punyakaryam. To do what? Sukhe mahi. So we want to go Brahmayat param sukhe mahi. We want to go to this world of paraloga, which is giving you sukham. We go for that. So you are taking a journey like that. Okay. But there is also another journey where abhayam didirshadam param. Param means the end of it. A journey can end. I mean, there is an end to the journey where you get abhayam. Abhayam means fearlessness. Fearlessness means fulfillment, freedom, mukti. The travel ends. That means I have been traveling because I am fearful of something. Yes. What do we do? I got to do this after the class. I need to go to the shop, buy the stuff. Shop will be closed. Fear. I need to earn money. So every day, every action we do is driven, propelled by some anxiety and fear. So the life takes on. But if you take this journey, a second journey, which is towards the abhayam, param, this ayanam, this travel will come to an end. So they can take two journeys. This we saw. Okay. Then he said, okay, how am I going to take this journey? Here he gave a Ratha. Journey means, for us, we take it as an experience of life. Every day is an experience of life. Life is an anubhava dhara, a chain of experiences. If you take each thing is an experience, every experience is linked together. We're just going through each of this. You can go back in time and think about the past experience. That will give you a new experience, a happy one or a sad one. A new chain is added. You move on like this. It says you do that because you have the faculties to experience it. Experience means there must be an instrument for enjoying the experience. That is your deha. So he said, Atmanam radidam vitti shariram radamevatu buddhintu saradim viddhi manaprakmevacha indriyani hayanahur vishayam steshu gocharan atmendriyam manoyuktam bhoktet ahur manishaha. The Manishaga means those who are knowledgeable people, have told us that for you to enjoy this life of experience, you got a chariot on which you are riding. We saw this in the last class. Just to recap. What is a chariot? My embodiments, my physical body, my subtle body. What do I do with this body? I go place to place. I experience place to place. With the mental body, I go from thought to thought, experience different thoughts. See? So my world is made of my experiences, for which I am riding a chariot of my body, both gross and the subtle. And where am I going? Going towards the Vishaya. Vishaya marga. Vishayan teshu gocharan. Gocharan means a margam. How am I going? The horses are pulling it. The indriyas, the senses of the horses. They pull the chariot. And how am I controlling it? Because I have a chariot driver. Charioteer. I have a driver. Who is the driver? Buddhi. My buddhi is the buddhintu sarathim viddhi. Viddhi means no. Buddhi is my driver. The mind is the reins, the rope that ties to the horses. And the buddhi knows or must know, where am I going? What is my lakshya? Which way I should go? Buddhi may decide, but mind executes. Buddhi is the strategic thinker, planner, advisor. The chief operating officer is the mind. So mind has to execute what Buddhi says. When mind executes what Buddhi says, there is yuktam. Yuktaha. Yogi, all that you can say. So the Buddhi has to decide where to go, how to go. The mind has to align with this. And the mind, therefore, has to control the senses, which are the horses. If I don't control the senses, the horses will go into their own direction. I will go into the gutter. Right? So we saw this 3 and 4. It's a very simple example, but if you analyze it, it gives you more profound thing. You see, in this chapter, the first 9 mantras are sadhanas. See, this has to be practical knowledge, right? Every time you see, when you sit in a Vedanta class, in a satsang, any Satpurusha say something, and it really entices your mind. seldom you find it sadness in a Vedanta class. You may not understand fully. That's a different point. But you feel something is in you gratifying. Similar to, like, when you go to the performance of a kacheri, musical performance, there your mind gets nullified, lullified, happiness. But when it comes to Vedanta Vicharam, you pass the mind somehow becomes muted or stunned. The intellect after some time doesn't analyze it, but you feel a kind of, maybe this is nice. But then when you finish the class, all gone away. Right? So without knowing anything, if you just sit in a right place of listening to the Vedanta Vicharam, you attain that. So jnanam is not something rare or difficult to get. Ayye idu sulabham, everyone says. Just like that it comes. Why? Because this jnanam you get is not you're acquiring something anew. See, if the room is dark and if I want to make it light, I need to go look for the switches, put the bulb, everything else. But I realize that it's the daytime, the room is dark. The curtain is what is making the darkness. So if you just pull the curtain one shot, the room is full of light. Because light is always there. The jnanam is always there. All of us know all the Atma Vishayam because we are the Atma. So the pulling the curtain is what happens in the discourses. So we don't need to really do a lot of study, understanding Sanskrit Vyakaranam, read a lot of theses, debate. No, all that is not needed. If you're interested to do it, fine. Just Shravanam is fine. The problem is you and I have is I go and listen to this guru and he tells all the nice things. I'm feeling fulfilled. For example, he just taught me about Sarvam Kalpidam Brahmam. Everything is Sarvam Brahmamayam. Divinity is in everything else. Isha Vasim Idagam Sarvam. Everything is beautiful. I look at my fellows, I feel very blissful. Then I finish the class, go take the car. Somebody parked in front of me. I got angry. What happened to the Sarvam Kalpidam Brahmam? It is because the mind is the player. Mind is the executioner. Intellectually, you are blissful. But mind is not pure. Mind has got ashuddham. So in the following verses, he's going to warn you that why this chariot may go to gutter if you don't control your indriyas and mind. And if you do control everything else, where you will reach Gocharam Param, the end of the journey. So that is what is going to happen in the next few mantras. So we saw the fifth one we saw also. Yasta avijnanavan bhavatya ayukkena manasa sadha tasyendriyan avasyani dushkashva ivasarate. Here he says, yaha tu avijnanavan bhavati. Avijnanavan. I think again we saw last class very quickly. The suffix van, man, all this is a possessive placement. Balavan, one who possesses balam. Dhanavan, one who possesses richness. So here, avijnanavan means one who possesses avijnanam. What is avijnanam? What is vijnanam? I is always negative, right? I adds the opposite of it. So avijnana means not vijnanam. Jnanam we understand. We seem to understand. Jnanam is the knowledge, the wisdom, the truth about it. So what is vijnanam? The vijnanam, we have to understand in this context, is the ability to apply the jnanam with the appropriate context, with the vairagyam. So vivekam is intellectual pursuit. It gives you the jnanam. Oh, is it right? This is wrong? Or this is the right thing to do. So this is you are doing vivekam. And once you know that, you got a jnanam, this is the right thing to do. Then you have to apply that knowledge in doing things. The technology comes in there, where you need to have the vairagyam from others. What is vairagyam? Vairagyam is not hatred. Vairagyam, we use it for giving away. No, it actually means, it's a positive meaning of vairagyam is you shy away from anything that is not your focus. So vairagyam is not renunciation of things you don't want, which is the fact, but it is the absolute attachment to things that you need to focus. So when you have this kind of a jnanam, vairagyam put into focus, you become a vijnani. So in this context, the buddhiman knows this path I need to go. This is how I should, this is the destination I need to go. This is how I must control your heart says. So I go. So vijnana. Now if he is not that, that means either he doesn't know where to go, or you know where to go, but he doesn't know how to go. He knows how to go, but he has no will to go. Even if he's got a will to go, but he has no control on the senses. So that means he is not a vijnani. So if you are any of that person, then what happens to you? Amanastaga. Sorry. Ayuktena. Ayuktena manasasata. That means your mind is not going with your thinking. Therefore, what will happen to you? What will happen is your indriyani become avashyani. Vashya means control. Avashya means not control. So the horses say, hey, the driver is sleeping or he's drunk. My reins are loose. My mind is not controlling me. I can see some grass there. I go eat there. So it starts going in different directions. So he goes there. So this is what we saw. Now naturally the question will be, what happened to one who's got a vijnanam? So he says, same lines using it, like a child is teaching. Yastu vijnanavan bhavati. There, yastu avijnanavan bhavati. Here, vijnanavan bhavati. So you are a vijnani. Then what happened? Yuktena manasa sada. There, ayuktena manasa sada. Here, yuktam. Sada, all the time. Your mind is with the brain. Mind always aligned. Yukta, yukta, yukta. This word you should not forget. If you read Gita, Bhagavan just forcing you all the time. So you have to remember in life, if you want to be successful in whatever you do, you must be yukta. Yukta means what? You thought through your brain, the mind is focusing with the brain. It's carrying forward what the intellect tells you. We don't do that. That's why even very great, knowledgeable people, intelligent people who preach others, don't smoke cigarette, it's good, bad for your health. Right? He's an addict. After the class is over, he goes and hides and then smokes. So here he must say, if you are yuktaha, then what happened? Tasyendriyani vashyani. It's no more avashyani. It becomes vashyam to you. It becomes part of it. So here what the important part is doing your sadhana. If you want to be in the Atma Vicharam, Atma Jnana, Lapti, if you want to have it, Jnanam can take its own course. You have to start working on your mind, Chitta Shuddhi. So that's what he's going to do. So, next one we see. Yastra Avijnanavan Bhavati Amanaska Sadashuchi Nase Tatpadam Apnodi Samsaram Chadi Gachati. You can see the same lines being used, like the same as the fifth verse. Yastra Avijnanavan Bhavati. Same as the previous verse. What does it mean? It means when you have the sorry about the noise. If you are ayukta, if you're not understanding it, then your mind become amanaskaha. Same as you are ayukta. So why is he repeating it? He's now giving you a little bit more clue. Ayuktam is amanaska. Amanaska doesn't mean you don't have the mind. You don't have the mind that is obliging to you, the mind that is aligned to you. And why is that? Because sada asuchihi. See, this is a very important word. Asuchihi. Suchihi, saucham, cleanliness. Suchihi means clean. Asuchi means unclean. Sada suchihi. Also in Sanskrit, if two words comes with akaram like this, if it comes together, sada suchihi, must split as sada. The akaram has to come here. Achuchiki. Asuchiki. But if it's split into sada, suchiki, it's leave it like this. So you'll see the next verse. So what does it say here? If you are a big jnanavan, your mind is not aligned because mind is blemished. Mind is blemished. Why is that? You will see. But if it is blemished, so what's going to happen is your destination that you're going to reach, that padam, what you're aiming to go, na apnodi. Saha, those people, those who are like that, that padam, that place they want to reach, that goal they want to reach, na apnodi. This is the common sense, right? This is the normal science we teach. If your mind is not focused on what you want to do, you won't get it. So exactly that. But here, because here the effort is about your life itself, your very life itself. If you don't reach the right place that you want to reach, what will happen? Samsaram adhigachati. So samsaram cha adhigachati. You are not only not reaching your place of your desire, but you will fall into samsara. The horse will take you, put you in the gutter, take you to different street. You lost your way. So this is the essence of. So what does it mean? It means I must start not too much worry about Veda Vijnanam now. I want to really make myself a good container to receive this knowledge. I'm not therefore saying don't come to Vedanta class. The Vedanta class gives you the incentive for the reason to see. Vedanta is a treasure, and if a mind is the holder of the treasure, and I say the mind is full of holes of dirt, then what you need to do, you need to go and fit the holes. If the mind is full of, if my house is full of gutter, filth, no matter how much of tulasi leaves I'm put on top of it, it will still rot, right? So if I'm going to receive tulasi from this lecture, tulasi from all satsang, then I need to make sure my mind has to be clean. So this is the essence. So he's telling you, look, if you want to understand this well, your mind has to do that. Okay. So how do I do this mind? What happens if I have this kind of a mind? The next one he says, naturally, if the mind has to be good, I must be a Vijnanavan. So you can see this very simple. If you want to learn Sanskrit and grammar, this simple verses will be really easy to understand. Yastu Vijnanavan Bhavati. That means whoever is a Vijnanavan, what happened to him? Samanasaga, not Amanasaga. He got a good mind. Not Ayuktaga, Yuktaga. Not Sada Achushi. Here, Sada Suchi. See, here you just, the word is split. That's why when you write Sanskrit, you have to be very careful. When you add it together, when you write it like this, then the grammar rule is, I have to split Sada Asuchihi. But when I act right, Sada Suchiki means he's always clean. So if I am always clean in my mind, then what I do? Very simple. You can derive from the last mantra. That avijñāvan, vijñānavan. Therefore, saha tatpadam apnodi. Not na apnodi, apnodi. He will reach the place. Okay. There, if I don't have, I have to reach a place which is called moksha, samsara. Here what I will do? Here I will do moksha. How is it say? Asmat bhuyo na jayate. Bhuyaha means again and again. Na jayate. He won't be born again. So if your mind is pure, then if you take this travel, because it has a pure mind, the buddhi will give you the right instruction. The mind can hold on to it, becomes a yuktaha. In a yuktaha, you will ride the horses very well, and you'll go to the path which has no more travel possible. It stops. Param, param. That is, he's going to say what it is the next verse. So this, see here, I think the important word is yuktam and shuddhi. So what should be a question of mind? Right, now I understand. Without cleaning my mind, I go nowhere. Okay, I got this knowledge now. This is my Siddhanta. My mind has to be clean. Tell me what to do. If you don't tell me, I don't know how to clean the mind. I have no shampoo which can go and clean my mind. My body, I can keep it clean. How do you do the mind cleaning? See, you can see now, all these pujas you do, yogas you do, vradams you do, sattvic food you take, you think it's for healthy living, But healthy living is for all the beings. But this is very specially given in Sanatana Dharma, means it is for healthy travel of the life. Why do I have to have a healthy travel? Because I need to reach the moksha. That's why you must have the Vedanta as the starting point for your life's struggle and life's journey. And all this yuktam that you do, all this Japam, Parayanam, Sostram, all that you do should be for the Vedanta Vicharam driven. That's why Vedanti cannot just say, I know Vedanta, I won't do Seva, I don't do Tapas, I don't do Vratam. No, you must do. Because your mind is a pure spaticum like space, it'll easily get dirt. Who brings the dirt? Indriyas bring the dirt. Vasanas bring the dirt. So I must keep the mind always clean. So Suchiki means Shuddhi. Where do we start? Because obviously the body. Bahyam, I know. I don't need anybody to tell me. Saucham. Paranjali says Saucham. Have a bath every day. So when you get up in the morning, every cell has died 4 times the night. So it's a new one forming. It's full of corpses on the body. So before you do anything, you must clean up your body. You have to have a shower. Okay. And okay. All this thing I don't need to say. So you need the best shampoo, best soap, all that you do. So that is not an issue. But my body has to be, inside also should be clean. So how do I do that? This kind of question also Arjuna asked. Arjuna started with the Siddha who is riding the chariot very beautifully. How does he go? The Bhagavan says, because he's a Yukta. So what is Yukta Purusha? He said, Yukta Ahara Viharasya, Yukta Cheshasya Karmashu, Yukta Swapna Avabdodasya, Yoga Babadi Dukha. Bhagavan started with a very simple phrase, Yukta Ahara Viharasya. Yukta Aharam. That means who is eating right food. What do you mean right food? Food that is sattvic in nature. Why? Because what you eat, if I see an apple and I eat the apple, what happened to the apple? I'm eating right. The apple became me. You understand? The apple's dhatus, the rasams become one with me. I inherit, I adopt, I assimilate the appleness in me. So everything I eat, I became that. Understand? So therefore, you have to really eat which are giving you the rasam, the purity of mind and thought. That means that which does not have chitta vrittis. If you have more thoughts, the thoughts can be good and bad. So it creates a lot of vasanas. So any being which has got vrittis cannot be pure to consume. Therefore, you go down in the order which has got less vrittis or no vrittis. You can't eat a sand or a rock because it has no nutritional value. Therefore, you rise up to the thing, you take a vegetarian meal. Bhagavan says this one. Ayu, Sattva, Bala, Arogya, Sukha, Priti, Vivartana, Rasya, Snigtaha, Stira, Hridya, Aharaha, Ahum, Sattvika Priyaha. In the 17th chapter. Sattvika Priya, one who wants to be Sattvika, he takes what kind of food? Ayuhu, which promote the life. Bala, strength, arogya, health, sukha priti, sukham, happiness, priti means fulfillment, vivartana, which grows in plenty of way, rasya, it means very juicy essence, snigdha. Snigdha means succulent, stiraha, nourishing, hridaya, which pleases my heart. See, it is Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavan is giving this beautiful item description for the menu that you must choose. The food like that. Why? Because the food you eat, the food became you. So, of course, he also say if you don't eat sattvic food, if you take rajasic food with a lot of too bitter, too sour, salty, very hot, pungent, dry, full of chilies, for example, that will create rajas. Rajas means activity, anger. It also causes grief and disease. That's why, at least in brother days, you don't take onions, chilies, garlic. They may be doing some good things to the physical body, but it creates your emotions differently. See, all this Annamaya Kosham, everything is all mixed together. Also, foods that are overcooked, which is like a rice become very like a porridge or polluted, or the old one. They will make you dull. If you take they call it the dhyonam, right? You take the old rice, soak in the water previous day, next day put some onions, put some sour curd on it, bit of a salt, mix it and eat it, yummy, and you'll sleep. It is aushadam for certain diseases, fine, you can have it. But if you have it every day, it brings tamasic view. So what we have to do, we have to make sure what we eat, of course, clean body, clean food habits, timely eating, all that kind of stuff, which all you know. In fact, Bhagavan Ramanujan, when you talk about Bhashyam in this mantra, Agara Shuddhi, he take it literally. So this is what he explains beautifully. And Bhagavan in Gita gives you the list of items. In Shankara Bhashyam, Shankara goes slightly deeper, taking other parts of the Gita's code. Because aharam means, what is aharam means? Food, right? Food. You cannot really, why is whatever you eat is called a food? What is the reason the word food is used? Or can it be hood or mud? We can't explain because certain languages are not etymologically correct. Even in English, phonetically not correct. But in Sanskrit, it's not like that. Aharam means ahyate iti aharaha. You can keep on going to the roots of it. Ahyate means that you intake. Grahya. Kriya. Kriya means that comes in there. What comes into you? Ahyate iti aharaha. What I put into your mouth is what I eat, therefore aharam. Therefore, I can take all this adjectives Bhagavan said, nice ones, for the food I eat. Perfect. But you see, we are talking about the Suzuki of the mind, purity of the mind. We are talking about the body. How does it relate? Because what you eat controls what the mind thinks. They are very closely knit. And of course, the link is made by the prana shakti. See, samsara can be also the journey of samsara, right? We saw. We call it samsara sagaram. Samsara is big ocean. This sagaram, in one Mahatma said, it is full of waves, but 6 types of waves. Tidal waves, 6 types of waves. What are the 6 types of waves? First 2 is called Janma, Mrityu. Birth and death. You're born, you are dead. You're born, you are dead. That is samsara. Correct? We're going to learn how to transcend this. But you must understand what are you fighting against. First 2 waves are, and this is normally identified with the physical body, because we know Jiva doesn't die. So the death is therefore to the body. Birth is therefore to the body. Therefore, the first 2 waves of samsara is about this body. For us, that is more visible. Therefore, we say birthday. You're born on this day. Death day. No. You're neither born nor die. That's why when Bhagavan says, "I am not born. I'm deathless." We immediately think because he is God. No, he was talking like a charioteer. Of course, he is God. That's a different part. But he's answering to Arjuna as a charioteer. I'm never born. I've never died. You are able to say the same thing. I can say the same thing. That's why it is. Sometimes, when a Brahmajnani says, I am God, we think he's mad. How can he say that? If he needs to speak the truth, he must say that. Right? Because that is it. And that's a different topic. So that's the 2 waves. What are the next 2 waves? Okay, I am born. Before the next wave takes me to death, I'm riding the wave. What happens to me, to the body, what? Firstly, I'm hungry. I'm thirsty. Because everything is driven by these 2 feelings. A child is born. Child is not crying for a toy, not crying for mother's love. He's crying for food. Give me something to eat. Give me something to drink. Understand? Everything we do is only for this 2. Thirst and hunger. That's the next 2 waves. Thirst, hunger, thirst, hunger, thirst, hunger. Where does the thirst and hunger come? To my body? No. It comes to a prana shakti, a pranamaya kosha. Thirst and hunger is the nature of your pranamaya kosha. That's why when somebody is dead, he is not really hungry. Somebody is deep sleep, he's not hungry. The body has no hunger. Why? Body is achetanam. You are hungry because you are breathing. You are thirsty because you are breathing. So when prana is gone, we give tarpana with water and food because the prana has no body. The jiva that is dead and gone has no body, therefore it cannot have physical food. But it will be hunger, it will be hungry, it will be thirsty. You see, that's all for a different contemplation. So that is his next 2 waves. That's a pranamaya. Okay, I am somehow finding a way to eat and survive. Then the other 2 waves come and go. They are called Shoham and Moha. What is Shogam? Anxiety. Shuga Dukkam is Shogam. Sukham also Shogam because Sukham leads to Dukkam. Dukkam also Shogam because Dukkam is Shogam by nature. So this Shukam Dukkam coming as a Shogam, where does it happen? Is it in my breathing? Or is it my body? Is it my body that is enjoying the uh, sweetness? No, body cannot enjoy it. Body is the instrument to enjoy it. How can a spoon that is eating a gulab jamun enjoy the spoon? No, it is my mind that enjoys. Buddhi doesn't enjoy. Buddhi is relishing what the mind is relishing. Buddhi is looking at the mind. The mind is relishing it. So mind is therefore affected by shoga and moha. Shoga is emotional turmoil. Moha is an intellectual turmoil. Moha is delusion. Shoga is grief. One leads to the other. I'm sitting there and somebody tells me very bad news. My mind is just stopped working. I can't do my programming. I can't do anything. Or I was very happy that I read this chapter about this particular part of the thing. It confused me. I'm deluded now. I'm not happy. So your Annamaya Kosham, your Pranamaya Kosham, or your Sthula Sariram and Sukshma Sariram and Prana Sariram all getting swayed in the samsara. So to recoup that, you have to cleanse it with the right brush. So the body, the food that you eat, is only a gross part of it. But I need to really clean it up. Whatever I take inside, I take the view from my eyes. The vision is the food to my eyes. The hearing is the aharam to my ears. Understand? The smell is the aharam to my nose. The sparsam is an aharam to my touch. So all the indriyas are the servers of aharam. Understand? So Bhagavan's Bhashya is aharam is indriya prayojana. So for here it means andakarana shuddhi. Andakarana shuddhi means all your indriyas and the mind layers had to be purified. How do I do that? Well, then you need to go with the right people, right company, avoid right food, do some yogasana, do some upasanas. It's andakarana shuddhi. Okay. Then what else I should do? Then you have to clean up your mind to a higher layer called Bhava Shuddhi. Bhava Shuddhi is what? Antakarana is a sensory cleanliness. Bhava Shuddhi is emotional positioning, your attitude towards life's events. Bhakti. Of course, Vedas don't use the word bhakti very often, but bhakti came, right? The concept bhakti is basically how your mind is positioned to receive. See, all this Kathopanishad we are seeing, we're not talking about bhakti, we're talking about think through correctly, control the mind, ride your hearts, reach the liberation. Whereas bhakti comes in here. Bhakti is the underlying purity of the mind. Bhakti is one aspect here. See, we talk about bhakti differently when you become a jnani, how you lead a life. Because bhakti is a state of being. But bhakti as a sadhana is purely related to the mind and your positioning of your mind. Bhakti rasam. You need to see, I listen to this song, and you and I listen to this song, same song, a lot of pathos, the great singer, and you are shedding tears. I'm sitting like a rock. What does it mean? It means you have a mind which is God, Baba Shuddhi. You are clean. So any pathos and karunas occupy your mind. I am not. I have an ego. I have something. I analyze it. I do something. So please don't ever think if I become emotional, I'm a weak person. No. Generally we say, no, he's an emotional person, he's weak. No, you become weak when the emotions are polluted by the ashuddham. Yeah. But if the emotions are purified, then even you can cry, body paire kandabodala body. Whenever I see a plant that is drooping, I droop. That is Ramalinga itself. Madhusudana Saraswati Mahatma, he wrote a book called Bhakti Rasayanam. Rasam, Bhakti. So the Bhava Shuddhi you can do by Bhakti. Do Swami slokas, bhajan class. See, you cannot just do this and then ignore everything else. I don't eat the food. I don't do exercise. I don't do pranayam. I don't do sensory control. But I am Rama Bhakta. Rama will take care of you. No, he will not. He will not take care of you. Because he has the one told you, Satvika Ahara. You only selectively take what God says and you do it. He may have pity on you. He may throw some pittance to you. But he's not going to warn you up because you're not listening to what God says. Take care of your body. Take care of your breathing. Take care of your mind. Bhavam should be right. When you have this bhavam correct, what happened? Kayena vacha manasendriyeva buddhyatmanava sakalam shuddhihi karya shuddhihi karma shuddhihi. Because then you become purified by your thoughts. The things that you do become pure. You may be a butcher by profession, but you have all these things. Your cutting is not going to give you sin. I may be a pandit, doing puja, but the mind is full of this thing. The puja is also not going to be effective for me. Then you must have, once you have achieved this one, it's easier then to what's called vichara shuddhi. What is a vichara shuddhi means? I got a right body and mind, clean thinking, right attitude. I have knowledge, but I'm applying all this knowledge, applying all this mind, yuktam, manasaga, into vicharam. Vicharam means inquiry. Into what? Into that which is param. I focus that mind into Atma Vidya. Here, what it means is the very moment your buddhi is inclined towards this path, it becomes purified. You take a carpet to a 1,000 watts blower. You take the carpet in front of it. The moment you take it in front of it, all the dirt is blown away. So, Ahara Shuddhi, Andakarna Shuddhi, Bhava Shuddhi, Vichara Shuddhi. Ahara Shuddhi is proper vegetarian food, proper stuff, sattvic food, timely food. Andakarma Shuddhi, both in terms of pranayamas, upasanas, meditation. So don't go to take meditation japam if you don't have akara shuddhi. Whole day I'm not eating. On the evening I got a japam to do, then I do the arti, then I have some palahara. You won't be able to do the puja japam easily because Without you knowing, you will be tired. So, sattvic aharam you take. Then you do japam. When you do japam, japam is, when you do japam is what? Japam and parayana. Parayana means you repeat a big phrase few times. Vishnu Sahasranama Parayana. 1,000 names repeated. But japam is just taking one nama of it. Rama, 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 Rama. Shiva, 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 Shiva. But hey, don't they have to have 1,000 names? No, this is what Keno Bhayanam, no, Parvati asks, Rama, Sri Rama, Rama, Rameri, Rame, Rame, Manorami. 1,000 names I can say, yeah, good. Because when I say 1,000 names, it's beautiful, but every name takes me to contemplation. So I think about that name, this name. That's fine, but I want mind to be one with my brain. So maybe I don't take too many names, I take one name. I take Rama, Shiva, Muruga, whatever you want. And you repeat that. Now, even then mind is going around, right? Shiva Shiva, Shiva Shiva, Shiva Shiva. Shiva Shiva is going in my mind, but I'm thinking about coffee. And there is a technique to bring that mind. Don't say to the mind, stop it, don't do it. You can never do it. What do you have to do? Ignore the mind. Ignorance is a bliss. When a child is naughty, if you say don't do it, he will do more because he is naughty because he wants to get your attention. The more attention you give, more naughty he is. Here, mind has to be unattended, or even better, you observe the mind. You look at the mind. Oh, I'm thinking Shiva Shiva, Shiva Shiva, Shiva Shiva. The mind is thinking about the movie to go the afternoon. Then I detach myself and look at the mind. Oh, mind, you want to go to the movie? Think about it. When you start looking at the mind slows down. Now, if you add a deep breathing to it, because breathing is connected to the gross body. No? How do I say that? When you are feeling sick, you don't feel hungry, right? Nothing tastes good. Why is this? Because I'm not well. The body is not well. Because the prana shakti controls the body. So this body is not good. So let me stop my thirst. Let me stop my thirst. It is the prana shakti that does it. The prana shakti is gasping for breath. He told me like this. He upset me. I'm so my anger, my emotions, my breathing get controlled. Mind controls the prana. Mind says, he is breathing badly. That means his body is going to get suffering. So let me control the breathing. And I say, detach, be calm. So when the moment you are calm, the breathing goes down. But they found out a relationship. They are also mutually interconnected. So when I have deep breathing, mind calms down. When the mind is calm, then deep breathing comes down. So all this all this you can learn from many things. I'm just giving you some clues. So it is an integrated package. Right food, timely food, deep breathing, a namam to take, morning 10 minutes, afternoon 10 minutes, evening 10 minutes, whenever you can. Repeat the nama. Mind will wander around. Don't worry, observe the mind. Then like a child, it comes and sit next to you. Then the mind becomes pure. How do I know my mind is pure? Mind is pure. When you come out of this japam, you feel a bliss. And you see around you, if anybody makes noise, everybody makes some emotions, some unnecessary quarrels, you can very easily see that it is worthless. You go to WhatsApp and you see too many messages about how to fix this problem. And you see, what is this armchair pundits do? Just propagating all this noise. What use does it? If you have to do something, go and do it. Or what's the point of propagating it? Immaterial. See, you will naturally get renunciate from this. I mean, your mind is not able to pick up dirt. Your mind is like a lotus leaf. It cannot, nothing sticks there. Then you will start feeling a bit guilty. Even we call it a, sometimes you say the white lie, you say, oh, you called me, I was busy. You were sleeping, but you say I was busy. But you don't want to say sleeping. It's a small lie. But when your mind is pure, the moment you say that, something inside tells you, hey, why are you lying? Why can't you just say sleep? I speak to you, I speak to, both of us are speaking, and we're talking about somebody else. Oh, that man, bad person. And when he comes in here, we don't talk about him, we talk somebody else. Now, when this happens, if you feel, why am I like this? I shouldn't be doing this. Now, if this kind of a guilt start coming in, your mind is getting pure. So this is, see, you have benchmarks, you have methods, you have benchmarks, metrics to measure. I label this point by telling you, I'm telling myself also, because this is the key for Vedanta. You cannot hold the Vedantic thought, you cannot implement Vijnanavan Bhavati, cannot be happen unless you have Chitta Shuddhi, Drada Buddhi. The Chitta Shuddhi, Drada Buddhi is what it is. Of course, in a big words, it's Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, all that, but simple stuff like this. You see what's the time here? Okay, maybe I'll take tomorrow next class. So in the next class, I will take verse 9. Verse 9 is about, okay, we were talking about all this travel. Some destination was telling me, what is the destination? Paramam Padam. So we talk about the Paramam Padam, what it is. That is verse 9. Then 10, 11 onwards, 10, 11, 12, the end of it will be the sadhanas to do it. So it is it's a great journey. Let's see. Probably next class or 2 classes we'll finish this Valli. Okay. Om Sahana Bhavatu.
Om Sahana Vavatu.
Sahanau Punaktu.
Sahanau Punaktu.
Sakaviryam Karavavahai.
Sahaviryam Karavavahai.
Tejasvinavadidamastu.
Tejasvinamadidamastu.
Ma Vidvishavahai.
Ma Vidvishavahai.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti